Most people only realize they're broke after it's too late. Imagine waking up one day and that financial freedom you dream of is nowhere in sight. Scary, right? But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. You can change it starting today. In this video, I'm going to give you 10 powerful ways to save money fast. Some of these tips might surprise you, but all of them are designed to help you not just survive, but thrive. Stick with me, because you don't want to miss the last tip. It could completely transform how you see your financial future. Let's face it, everyone wants to live a wealthy lifestyle, but very few are willing to put in the groundwork. If you're in your 20s or early 30s, this is your time to build habits that will make or break your future. It starts with mastering the art of saving, and not in the boring, restrictive way you're used to hearing. We're talking smart, strategic moves that will get you results fast. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Tip 1. Automate your savings. First up, set your savings on autopilot. Imagine having a personal assistant who secretly stashes money away for you every time you get paid. Guess what? Automation does exactly that, except it never forgets. Set up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account, and let your future self thank you later. Don't leave your savings up to willpower. Trust me, willpower fails when Netflix calls. Automation doesn't. Think about it. How often have you told yourself you'd save after buying just this one thing? Yeah, exactly. Tip 2. Cut down on subscription services. Okay, time to be real. When was the last time you used all the streaming services you're subscribed to? Exactly. The average person spends over $200 a month on subscriptions they barely use. That's over $2,400 a year. Imagine what that money could do in a high-yield savings account. And hey, I'll tell you about an investment that could turn that $2,400 into so much more later, so stick with me. Tip 3. Embrace the 24-hour rule. Here's where we get strategic. Introducing the 24-hour rule. Before you make any non-essential purchase, wait 24 hours. Chances are that spontaneous urge to buy fades, and you've saved yourself from an impulse purchase you didn't need. Let me ask you this. Do you even remember the last thing you bought on impulse? Exactly. Let's make smarter decisions. Tip 4. Use cashback and discount apps. Why pay full price when you don't have to? With cashback apps like Rakuten or Honey, you can get paid for spending money you'd already spent. And no, this isn't one of those too good to be true schemes. This is about taking advantage of the digital tools at your fingertips. In fact, stick around because later, I'll reveal how you can maximize both cashback and something else most people overlook. Tip 5. Meal prep like a pro. Alright, we all love eating out, especially when the work week gets crazy. But meal prepping can save you hundreds every month, and it's healthier. Don't get overwhelmed. Start small. Pick 2 days a week to prep your meals, and before you know it, you're spending less on takeout and more on your future. Plus, it'll save you from those what's for dinner debates that never seem to end. Tip 6. Negotiate your bills. Did you know that you can negotiate your utility and phone bills? Companies don't want to lose you as a customer, and a 5-minute phone call could lower your monthly expenses. It's like finding hidden money in your bank account. But that's not even the biggest way to save. Keep watching, because I'll show you a method that requires zero effort and saves even more. Tip 7. Sell what you don't use. We're all guilty of holding on to stuff we don't need. Whether it's clothes you haven't worn in years or gadgets collecting dust, you're sitting on potential cash. Try selling items on platforms like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Tip 8. Use a budgeting app. Here's where the magic happens. Tracking your expenses with apps like Mint or In-App will show you exactly where your money's going. It's like holding a magnifying glass up to your spending habits. And trust me, what you discover might shock you, but it's the first step toward real financial control. Fair warning, once you start tracking, you may never look at Starbucks the same way again. Tip 9. Take advantage of employer benefits. If you're working a full-time job, chances are you're leaving money on the table. From 401 matching to health savings accounts, these benefits can drastically boost your savings. It's like free money. Why wouldn't you take it? Speaking of free money, wait until you hear about our final tip. Tip 10, cut transportation costs. Finally, consider how much you're spending on transportation. Whether it's gas, ride shares, or public transit, these costs can add up fast. Carpool, bike, or even use public transportation when possible. Over time, the savings are huge. But here's the real question. What are you going to do with all that money you've saved? These 10 tips can help you save money fast, but the real key to building wealth is knowing how to make that saved money work. Want to learn how? Click on the video that's popping up on your screen now, where I break down the power of compounding, the ultimate secret